Okay.
We're professionals.
Yeah. We can do this. We can do this. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I'm Tom Chamberlain from the Pantsless Detective.
And I'm Dipu Bhattacharya, also from the Pantsless Detective.
And this is WebVee Guide. I was eating a frozen dinner when she walked in the room.
You still haven't forgiven me?
Did Washington forgive Arnold? Did Caesar forgive Brutus? Did Jesus forgive everybody?
Actually, he did.
Who are you working for? My rival McAdams? Bruno Weisenheimer? The Milk Council? Constance!
Our newest associate.
I was helpless as a T-Rex hailing a cab.
I asked you to bring in the Indian.
Indian, huh? Or Indian.
Indian, of course. She fell. She might still be alive.
Nope. She's dead.
Ah! A woman! Ah!
3.2 feet per meter divided by...
Stop.
I prefer urinals.
Sucks.
Hey!
When do we get pantsless? Is that now or later?
Well,
We are pantsless, aren't we? Can you see?
Actually, it is cutting off.
so as far as you know.
As far as they know, we're all pantsless.
We're all sitting here
right now.
pantsless.
We're all sitting here.
Enjoy, I'm very comfortable.
I love that you're always pantsless with your hat on. Is that
I keep my hat on.
Yeah.
I listen to Joe Cocker. I pay attention to what Joe
It's like
Cocker
your
says.
Bible, right? Okay, very cool.
Please never mention Joe Cocker again when we're talking about pantsless.
Oh, jeez. So, guys, it's been a while since I've seen you both together. Oh my
That's
God,
true.
you're sat next to each other.
That's true.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Sicily and Korea were too close together. That's how that happened.
Cool. Well, this is awesome. And you have won like a bazillion awards since I saw you.
Wow, we've been very lucky with that.
We've had an amazing run. I'm blown away by it. I mean, I'm just stunned.
We were just very excited to be nominated in,
Exactly, yeah.
in Korea and Sicily and where else? Miami. And then we actually won a few of those too, so very
Hamburg.
Hamburg.
See, the shelf in your home looks pretty sweet right about now.
Yeah, it's leaning. it's starting to creak.
Yeah, we're just like, for the love of God, just go home. We know you're gonna win. Like, come on. So this is cool though. Show me this. Show me your new book.
This is our lookbook.
That's amazing. Is that for the market? Is that for
Yes,
Made this for the market
did that for
specifically.
this.
We also have a PDF version of this, but I thought people like to have put their hands on things, and so we have a nice book you can flip through, and plus you get some extra pictures on the side here, scenes from the previous seasons, or on the current season as well. I love this shot.
Is this you?
This is a still from the frame of the shot of season 3.
One of the nice things about shooting on a DSLR, you can grab frames and they look good.
Yeah. Nice. So you guys, you were prepped for the market because this is like my experience, brand new thing.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
definitely. First Web Fest to do this as far as I can tell.
Yeah, as far as I can tell as well. So when you read about this was you went to work, decided to do a book, so you've actually been focused quite heavily on the market.
Actually, we did because this is our third season of doing web series, and this is an innovation that I think is needed, is necessary.
Definitely.
And it's definitely in its kind of infant stages. Feeling out stage, because the people who are going, the people that we're talking to don't know exactly how to handle this, and neither do we.
And we don't either, right?
Yeah.
So meeting his minds.
Yeah.
Kind of trying to figure it out.
It's the birth of something new, really.
And I think one of the things I think that's happening is like some of there are some TV folk, and they want to know TV stuff, and a lot of the way we're formatted and the way we're set to go on platforms is not like that. So they're asking questions about how do we fit in the TV world in a way we can't really answer. So,
but I think it's a good learning experience for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Do you feel inclined then to go away and find that information, or are you hoping that the sort of the TV industry catches up with what you're doing?
I think a little bit of both, because I think we need to figure out some of those numbers better ourselves, but also hopefully the TV industry realizes this is not TV, and that
well, actually,
things change a little bit.
Exactly, and we don't have like in the film world a guy who would know about your producer's rep would know about all the various what's the world territories in the world to sell things, and they would know what the going rate in all those territories would be.
But for a web series, what does a territory mean?
Yeah, exactly. But TV still thinks that way, and they're asking those questions. And frankly, not many of the series here had producers reps who can answer that
Right.
question.
Because for web series, we're pretty much the people in the booths are half the crew, probably, if not more. Yeah.
But it also is a relevant question and something we have to think about.
Exactly.
Especially since we planned our series so that it could be packaged both as a web series, but also as a 22-minute show that could be on a cable or even broadcast.
So it kind of limits, for now anyway, it kind of limits you, because unless you're going to sell your show in perpetuity throughout the world forever, for everywhere, which is essentially what the internet is.
Right.
There's no other offer that they can come to you with. I think that's it's a fascinating sentence. That's a very good question. What does territory mean to web series? That's a fascinating question. It'd be interesting to find out what the answer then is.
Well, we've noticed that we've been approached with some VOD contracts from particular territories that actually say this is an exclusive contract for this territory, and these are the very. But to me, those contracts look very much like VOD contracts for film, right? So it's like fitting us into an existing box. On the other hand, we've seen contracts just recently that is more internet platform specific, and it doesn't mention territories at all. So the question is, what does this mean? Does this mean for everywhere, for all territories everywhere? It's not in perpetuity, because this one in particular that I'm thinking about is non-exclusive, which is another thing that's more web series thing.
That's true,
Whereas the old model is to buy it, own it,
do whatever you want with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're still, like I say, the infant stages of this, trying to figure out how this works. So, and on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that's gonna create quite a nice relationship. Between both industries, kind of growing together.
Right.
As speaking who've gone to so many web festivals, what would you say the actual? If you could focus in on something very specific that is the benefit of web festivals in general, what would you say that is?
Networking. Hands down, because it's one thing, because it's a web series and because of Facebook and Twitter and all the social media platforms, sure, it's easy to be in touch with people from all over the world, but when you actually meet people in person and you see them, and especially when you see them repeatedly, it does seem like that in-person experience really helps solidify a lot of things that aren't as strong if you only meet online, and people get to remember you more when they've met you, and you're posting pictures of each other and you're tagging, and you build a relationship that I still have not really found as possible. Maybe for some people it is, but an online-only type relationship, it's really, when you see people 3-4 times a year all over the world, it really builds closeness, I guess, on some level that you don't get online.
Do you find that progresses your work in any way? Is it a progression? Is there strength then put inside your series more from having that, or is there anything more the series?
I would say in two ways. The first is that we've met people like yourself, like WebVee Guide, like Web Series Mag, like Worldwide Web Series, folks who do blogs, do articles on Web Series. We've met all those people and made relationships with them that we made those relationships at festivals.
Right.
And had deepened them during those festivals and in repetition, like you were saying. The other thing is, I feel like I've learned so much over these 3 years of coming here that I wouldn't have learned otherwise. It's like a symposium every time I come to these things, and it's very cool. And I feel like that has gone back into the series. Some of the things that we've learned have gone back into the series. So people have asked us to, or suggested that we focus on certain things, and we have.
Okay.
You know, so that's been very useful.
Great. Okay.